9th. We're ready to get started. And, a lot of people that espouse to Catholicism and Christianity view January 1st as the start of the new year. But us in football, Owen and me, we look at August 9th, the first day of training camp, as the beginning of the new year. And it'll be our goal to, really get into that training camp and build a relentless, physical, hustling football team that we possibly can for our opener on September 4th, because that's what it's going to take to win this conference. This is a strong man conference, and the strongest team's going to survive and win this conference championship. I really believe that. You don't have a lot of finesse teams in this league, even the teams that spread it out, open it up, Arizona, Oregon, etc. I mean, they are it's a physical brand. They're not trying to out finesse you. So we embrace that, don't we, Owen?
Absolutely.
And we look forward to a race this year that is going to be extremely competitive in the Pac-10 conference. We've done a lot, intensely, trying to better our football team. We take no satisfaction in that we have not won the conference championship over the last 3 years, and we go into this year that is our goal. Besides treating people with a first-class manner, winning the conference championship is our only other goal, and we've got to get that done. Defensively, that is where we probably put the most intense focus with the football team. We have 5 new coaches on the defensive side of the ball. Spring practice is any indication. I think we'll be much improved on defense. Personnel-wise, we have tried to put our best players on the defensive side of the ball, with the exception of taking the quarterback Andrew Luck and playing him at a defensive back position. Everybody else has been up for moving over to that side of the ball, including Owen Marecic, who is on my left here. And in fact, Owen will start at fullback, and he will start at middle linebacker for our football team. And Owen is the perfect student athlete. Got a 3.98 as a pre-med student last quarter, and he is the perfect football player. So he's not quite the perfect student. He didn't get a 4.0, but he is the perfect football player. In all the 30 plus years I've been around the game of football, I've never ever seen a guy like Owen Marecic that does everything right and does it the first time and every time. He loves contact. He loves the game of football. Tremendous worker. And the idea is to get him on the football field as much as we possibly can. We asked him if he would consider playing both ways. He's an All-American candidate as a fullback, and he's embraced the idea. And he's won a starting job on the football team as a linebacker, and he's won a starting job as a fullback. Now that decision is bold. It doesn't come without a lot of risk. The biggest being, if Owen was to be hurt, then we would have 2 starters out instead of 1. So kind of managing that, understanding the risk, understanding the rewards of that decision is something that we're going to be very aware of and assess as we go through the season. But I've noticed that there's a lot of TV timeouts lately in the game of football, and I believe that if anybody can do it, this youngster right here, Owen Marecic, can. And the rest of the football team, as you probably know, we just quickly talk about that. We feel like we got a great quarterback, and if you have a great quarterback, in order to win a championship, then you need a good defense, and you need a kicker that can make field goals. If you have those 3 things, we believe you can win a championship. So we're continuing to try to bolster our offense around the quarterback, Andrew Luck, who is a great player, and we're trying to get our defense to be a dominating, great defense, and the kicker, Nate Whitaker, can make field goals. So that's kind of breaking it down Barney style, what our football team looks like at this point. The other big thing I should say is, we lost our running back. Well, that's not a good way to say it. Lose your running back to graduation. He graduated. We didn't lose him. He's He's playing with the Minnesota Vikings now, but we have to replace him. We've got 5, 6, 7 guys that will have the opportunity and the license and the ability really to fill those shoes. And the exciting thing is we'll throw the balls out there on August 9th and let them compete for it. Who's ever practicing the best and gives us the best opportunity to win will be the starting running back. And I found that nothing motivates guys like playing time, and so we'll expect those guys to really be running the ball hard. And it may end up that it's not just one. Maybe somebody will surprise us and be one guy that can fill the shoes of Toby Gerhart, but it might be 2, might be 3, and if that's the case, whatever we have to do to fill that production that Toby had, we've got to do. And the good news is for those backs that the lead blocker will be Owen Marecic, and I truly believe that he is the best at that in the country, and All-American candidate. And I believe our quarterback is the best one in the country as well. I've never been around a better football player than Andrew Luck, and even a better young man. And I think any of our players would tell you that as well. I understand that there's some other coaches in the Pac-10 that will tell you the same thing, and they've got the right to believe that as well, because this conference has quite a few good quarterbacks. So that's kind of the overarching statement for now. And if there's any questions, be glad to answer them.
Got one on the back left. And if I can have the people on the periphery, please keep it down. Be considerate for your fellow members of the media up here. Thank you.
Coach Harbaugh, how special is it that Owen is going to be a full-time two-way player, and why don't you think other schools in the country embrace this?
Well, it's a great question. We've done it with some other players where they're a starter on one side of the ball, and then they maybe play X amount of snaps on the other side of the ball. Example, Eric Lorig, was a defensive end but played some goal line, short yardage, tight end for us. But you don't see anybody doing what we're and that we are, and Owen is attempting to do this year, and that is to start on both sides of the ball. And but I don't know if they've got a guy like Owen Marecic. Maybe that's the best way to answer that. I mean, this youngster is an amazing football player, the perfectly engineered football player.
Over on the right.
Owen, I have a question over here on your right. Did you go both ways in high school, and how will you divide up your practice time so that you can be an efficient player on both sides of the line of scrimmage?
I did go both ways in high school as a fullback and a linebacker, and I think in practice we've actually had the most practice at this in practice, where during a practice the offense is going to scrimmage against the scout team, and the defense goes off to scrimmage a little bit against their scout team. So, there's definitely time. The twos will step in,